All right, folks, you're live with Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop. Like I say every week, y'all. Here we go. From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything between, folks. From Eve after dark to concerts in the park. You're live with your boy Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast hip hop. This is how we do it every Tuesday. Me and my man, the Dusty Vision, folks. He's in the dugout, putting chalk on his bat right now. Here it comes. What up, Dusty? Why?
Put me in, coach. Put me in. I'm ready.
You in. Take us to
I'm doing good, man. How you doing today, dude?
Man,
Yeah.
I'm pretty good, man.
Let's go, baby.
Having a hell of a week, so I'm good. I can't complain. Talk.
Good, man. Well, lot of stuff to talk about this week, man. It's like the show just writes itself this week, unfortunately and fortunately. Lot of stuff to talk about. But let's talk about the first story, Lonzo. 8 people shot, 2 killed at a San Pedro Park, Peck Park to be exact, at what is said to be an unauthorized baseball game. And now that facts are coming out, it seemed that there was some gang relation to that. Used to DJ there, right?
And that's where I started at, Doc. Peck Park. I love Peck Park. When I was doing the DJing for LSD Promotions, they would do a picnic early on the Saturday before they do their party that night, pass out flyers, get people together. And one thing about music, man, it unites people. And people would come out and sit there, listen to me play. And they pass out flyers, and my records would get warped and shit. My shit would get warped out there in the sun. My girlfriend would be out there with me, and it would just be a good time, man. I had one small issue. One time, a motorcycle club came out, and they saw how I hooked up my electricity, because being a halfway handyman, I knew how to pull the little flat cap off the wall plug, and under that flat cap, is there's 2 bare wires. You take a piece of tape, tie that wire to each side of a plug, you got electricity. And they was unhooking my stuff, and we going back and forth. And I'm by myself. I ain't got no bikers with me. And we finally worked it out, man. But other than that, I never had a crossword. It was nothing but a good time the whole time. And to hear a park that is near and dear to my heart be scarred with that type of situation, and you would think, here's the crazy part. Most people thought by going to Peck Park, that wasn't going to happen. That's the part that people make the mistake. They thought by going out to San Pedro, to Peck Park, that ignorance ain't going to follow. Stupidity ain't going to follow. Bullshit. Stupidity got cars. It got a bus pass. It got all the necessary transportation devices to go wherever it needs to be. And to see 8 people get shot and 2 died, and I bet you the farm, if I was playing poker, I'd go all in that it was over some bullshit.
Well, the details are slowly coming in, Lonzo, and it's funny that you said that. I don't know how true this is, but I've heard a couple of other station or people say it, but apparently it was over a bad call in the game.
See? Don't take that but some bullshit. I told you. That's real shit, Doc. That's real talk. That's real. It don't get no realer than that.
So I don't know how that. Don't quote me on that, everybody.
I'm gonna find out. I got a person coming on doing the podcast with me tomorrow who was actually there, and I'm gonna find out more details as this thing goes on. But here's the crazy part, man. These are grown people, man. These grown folks, Doc. These ain't kids. These ain't kids. There were some kids there, but the people who set it off, they was grown, man. People who spoke, the lady who spoke on the news,
it's crazy, man,
about her nephew, I was blown away how she referred to him. Oh, he passed. I heard he passed, dude.
Her adopted son. That was so weird to watch. I could
no tears.
She said it ain't my biological son. She said not my biological son, my adopted son. And it didn't seem like she really cared about him.
That's it, dude. Everybody talks about that part right there. Oh yeah, I heard he passed. Ain't shed a tear. Like she was fresh out of fucks. I'm like, damn. Then she threw up the gang sign. I said, damn, we in trouble. Come on, dude. Come on, man. That's some deep shit right there, man. When you see grown folks still, hey, man, still repping like that and not giving a damn about their so-called folks, that's a sad situation, man.
Yeah. And it's crazy, Lonzo, because you and I, as adults, as grown-ass men, we think we can maneuver through the BS. I love car shows. If I'm driving down the street on a Saturday in a random park in LA or wherever is having a car show, I'm pulling over because I just love to walk and get some food and just look at the old cars. And usually it's people my age and above, or, 35 and above. And those are the places I go to because I feel safer there. I don't like going to places with 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds because that's where the dumb shit pops off. But now the dumb shit is popping off at the places that I like to go to.
Well, you know what? I'm going to say that might be a slight anomaly, man, because I don't know the the baseball game was sponsored by a rival hood or whatever the case may be. Rumor has it that was some hood on hood shit. And that makes it even worse.
Correct. Because it's supposed to be peace. The baseball game is supposed to be about peace.
When you bring in certain age groups, they're going to incite some shit, try and make a reputation. And that's the part that they haven't done enough to really be recognized to the fullest. They maybe not all. I don't know exactly, but some of them may be riding on an uncle's or a dad's reputation. They want to make their own reputation, and they will ignite some shit just to say I set it off. But meanwhile, there's 8 attempted murders and two cases of murder. Somebody going to jail. Well, like you said, I watched your response video yesterday. And you seem to think that nobody's gonna go to jail. And you know what? Now that I think about it, because of some hood on hood situations, it's a possibility. Nobody will say nothing. It's a possibility. And once again, I just said this other day, when I was in Sacramento the other day, that as long as we protect the people that do the shooting, we're gonna keep getting shot. It's simple as that. If you keep protecting the shooters, the people still gonna get shot. Now, everybody else was trying to, most of the people that was being interviewed in the by the news, you could tell they probably wasn't with it, but some people are still with that, man, into their late 40s and early 50s, and it's real hard. It's real hard to deal with that, man. And I just did a car show in Compton. This is my second car show, and we haven't had a peep. But again, we specialize in much older guys. I mean, the cars out there, these 39 Bombs, the Chevrolets, the Dodges. We had a few lowriders, of course, but most of our people that's in the, that's there, and this is something, man, I think we need to check out some other cultures. I know SAs have some issues too, but I've done hundreds of car shows, man. And the last thing you see somebody want to do some shooting around them damn expensive ass cars, dude. Could you imagine somebody shooting one of them damn cars with all that chrome? Come on, man. Come on. So he might do the shooting because you pissed him off. But, dude, that's always been one of the most respectful places because you don't want to damage one of them cars, man. People running, because when you're running, you ain't really paying attention to where you're running. You're going to get wherever you can. You hop to hop on one of them hoods or one of them expensively painted hoods or the roof. Come on, man. He gonna beat your ass himself. That's gonna ignite some more shit.
Yep.
Could you imagine? You done paid $15,000 for a paint job of somebody running across it? No.
Yep.
Anyway, man, that is what it is.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, I personally hope the people are caught, and we shall wait and see, man. Let's move on because there's so much shit to talk about, Lonzo. It's almost funny. This one was interesting, and as soon as you sent me this, literally, it's like you were reading my mind. But a bishop was robbed of more than $1 million worth of jewelry in the middle of a live church service. Talk to me, dog.
This nigga here. Look, I saw the robbery. They have the robbery on. I saw the video of the robbery. Homeboy is doing his thing. He's in the pulpit looking like King Tut or some Roman god or something. He got gold all down his wrist. He got gold this and gold necklace and watches and stuff. And I'm like, you know what, man? I don't wish nobody no bad luck, but that was stupid on his part. I know, oh man, this should be in church. No. God ain't never did it like that, man. Jesus, God, Abraham, nobody did it like that. Why is it that all of a sudden everybody wants to live like a rapper? preachers want to live like rappers. I remember I was downtown LA. This was, man, about 10, 12 years ago. And I went to pass this store in this window with some bomb-ass suits. And that's when everybody was wearing. Everybody was on a different level of swag then. Brothers was wearing the suits, the cowboy boots. This was when cowboy boots, before they got took over by Jordans. Used to be a time when cowboy boots was a status symbol, okay? Ask me how I know. I got 10 pair, okay? And you wore your suit. You get either your Eelskins or your Gators, and you get your nice Steve Harvey looking suit, and that was the look. And I saw one suit, man, look, I had gold thread, down the piping or whatever. And I asked the guy in the store, I said, man, how much is that suit? He says, $1,800. I said, damn. I said, who buys that suit? He said, but 3 people buy them suits. Ball players, pimps, and preachers. Ball players, pimps.
Damn.
Okay. That's what he told me. Okay. And but 3 people buy these suits as ball players, pimps, and preachers. And I'm like, damn, that's why, hey man, that's why I'll do what I do. But that's just the beast, man. And folks, everybody wants to go viral. Now he went viral for a negative way, but he went viral. And it's just it's amazing how I just find it amazing how somebody can stand in the pulpit dressed like that. I'm sorry, but I really find amazing is how you can go to his church. How can you go? Why are you supporting somebody who's obviously, I'm gonna say, misappropriating some funds? Because ain't nothing in the Bible said you need to have all that right there on. I mean, he had on gold, look like a chic, that chic shit, with the big anklets yeah. He had all that, the rings on. They robbed him and his woman. Okay. How much good in the community could that jewelry done if it wasn't on your ass? Okay. This is the first thing when I go to anybody's church, I want to see how the pastor look. I want to see how he look. Thank you. That's the first thing I do. Dude, I don't mind you wearing a nice suit. I ain't mad about that. I don't mind you having a nice car. Okay. But if you pulling up in a helicopter and getting lowered down in the church, or you doing too much, nah, man, it's obviously you're doing something too much with the money that you're getting from folks on a Sunday. Now, my pastor gets his money from this. My pastor don't take a salary. Yeah, I find it hard to believe. Okay, you getting millions every month, and you ain't getting no parts of this, but you living in various high dollar places, driving high dollar cars. You ain't getting no money from the church. Come on, man. I don't know. I don't know. I do.
Man, good old.
Then you just had boy.
Yeah, Creflo Dollar
just copped to being. He said he told this as a congregation after he asked him for a jet, that he had a misinterpreted tides or something like that. Man, get out of here with that. Okay, I'm trying to.
Man.
We bought out my pastor, Alexis. One of my good buddies who's a pastor right now. I see G Rock drop something on. What's up, G Rock? Thank you very much.
Thank you, G Rock.
I don't mind supporting the church, man. I go to church all the time. Okay, people may not think about it. I'm not one of them wear my church on my sleeve type of people. I go for me. I don't go for everybody else. That's what I do. Okay, I don't want to impress nobody else. Okay,
same here.
If I don't go, it's on me if I do go. And I've been going to church all my life. I've been going to somebody's church. I've been Catholic, Muslim, Baptist, everything but Jehovah's Witness and Seventh-day Adventist. I done tried it all. Okay, and what I found in my own through my own education is that a good preacher is a motivational speaker. A good preacher is a motivational speaker. Okay, and he uses the Bible.
Exactly.
He uses the Bible as his basis to tell his story, to weave his story. And being a professional speaker myself, I can respect that from another speaker. And every once in a while, you go to a church. In fact, the church I go to, I had to hit the pastor up. One day, I hit him up. I walked in there just 2 weeks ago, and he was so on point. I had to send him a text. Hey, man, bro, I don't know what you was doing, but you hit me right upside the head today. Thank you. You know, and that's why I like. Okay?
I love it. I love it.
It's not because of I don't know, whatever people go for, but I got my own reasons. And sometimes people thought, oh, man, that's blasphemy. No, sometimes I need a charge. I need to get my battery rejumped, reboosted. Sometimes I need that. Okay. And that's why I go. I'm not going to see his suits. I'm not going to see his Cadillac, his cars. I do like something. Some of the girls look pretty nice. It's cool to see some sisters look nice outside the club. That ain't doing it. Anyway, let me stop talking.
Of course. I agree. That's the real reason we got your ass. I'm just joking. Nah, I feel you on that. But I would love to know what you think about this. And my wife and I we stayed up late recently, and these commercials are still around. And all my life I've thought, why A, do people give money to these, and B, why do they only target Black audiences? But you ever see those commercials late at night, Lonzo, for like the prayer cloths or the miracle waters, and it's always on BET or Black stations? I never see that shit on white stations.
It's amazing, man, that you should say that, because Marlon just reminded me I hadn't hit the organ in a while. Thank you, my man Marlon. When I look up on BET. When I look at BET, man, I was watching BET this morning. It was all black. I think it was the all black channel. I think that's the part of BET. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that. But I saw something today, along with what you see, along with what you're saying, because we'll buy anything. I seen that. What's his name? Peter Popoff in the holy water, and he got
that guy too, dog.
Peter Popoff. Okay, he got the holy water hookup. Okay, he got the direct fountain from the man himself to sell you some water that's gonna change your life. Okay, and here's the crazy part. I joke about it, but people buy that, man. People buy that, and it's really amazing. And sometimes, in some cases, intelligent people buy that. But I think it came from an era of the pet rock. I remember when I was a kid. Okay, some marketing genius put together the pet rock. They put eyes on a rock, a smooth rock. They shined it up a little bit, and they were selling them rocks for $4 or $5 a piece. A rock you can buy. You can go to any beach and find this same rock, but because they put it in a box, they put it on the shelf at the store, people bought this rock. It was the 70s sensation to have a pet rock. And I do believe in the bottom of my heart, that's when somebody said, we're going to test the stupidity of American people. We can sell these fools this rock. We can sell
anything now. We can sell a rock. We can sell anything.
And that's when I started seeing more and more bullshit. The Pepito pocket fisherman. Okay, little bitty motherfucking toy, kid toy. You throw it in the water. You better not catch a minnow because that's something that's a break. Okay, it ain't got no strength to it. That little thing you put in your legs. Suzanne Summers was selling that. I forgot what they called it.
That's right, the Thigh Master.
Thank you very much, Dusty. The Thigh Master. And all of a sudden, everybody with any kind of shape became a health guru. Okay. You had Chuck Norris doing that thing with the lift thing.
I was 12 years old, and that was
okay. Chuck doing that. Then of all the shit, for all the homies out there who don't have a good stroke on their thing, the shake weight. Okay, the shake weight. If you get the shake weight, boy, you snatch your balls off. Anyway. These are the kind of things that I think people have.
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
American people have been tested for a long time, and we failed every last one of these tests. And At some point in time, you know, they're gonna get us again with some more bullshit.
Yeah.
We buy into it, and they're gonna keep us divided. Continue to keep us divided because we'll buy. Some of us are gonna buy into anything, and if you buy into it, some people can't turn around, and they'll take it all the way to their grave. Okay, and that's the sad part.
Yep. And what's crazy, Lonzo, to close it out, you mentioned Peter Popoff. What trips me out about him is they caught his ass like 20 years ago. They did a CBS expose on him where they caught the lady feeding him answers in his ear and all that. And this dude is still around 20 years later.
Yeah, he ain't went to nobody's hospital and cured shit. Him on that water, okay? But you can walk your crippled ass up to the damn stage and cha-cha back, okay? You can be deaf in the building, and then all of a sudden you can go back. But I was watching somebody, because dude, I'm one of them dudes that when I see a documentary on magic or bullshit, I watch it, okay? And it was showing how these guys do this kind of stuff. Steve Martin had a movie called Leap of Faith back in the day, and what he did, he would put a sponge in his hand, and in the sponge, he'd have it soaked with ultraviolet ink, and he'd tap you on the head, and they hit it with that black light. All of a sudden, you see a cross on their head, okay? And basically, a lot of what you see, a lot of what they see, is simple physics, but the average person don't know physics, okay? So you put an ultraviolet ink on their head, the same ink they use for nightclubs. The same ink we used to use back in the day for nightclubs. We put the club name on there so cats wouldn't know how to, what to put on their hands. And then you hit them with the black light. Oh, you've been in already, okay? And they did the same thing. And he had people that would talk to folks and then, talk to them in the audience. They have microphones on them and they send them up to the top. And there was always some bullshit behind it. And like I said before, man, you can be in that son of a gun and everybody, no, he ain't went to no hospital and got nobody at the bed yet. But if you walk in that church, you got action. Bullshit.
Yep. Let me reply back real quick. Yeah, man, that's crazy, dude. A lot of people are commenting. Crypto says, good times, episode 4, season 1, God's business is good business. Pretty much breaks it down. Yes. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. I love good times, and I will definitely go back and check that one out. Good looking out to everybody in the chat room. Please hit that like button if you have not already. If you're first time here and not subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel. And most importantly, hit that bell button so you get notified every time Lonzo drop some information, drop some content. Great questions. I'm copying and pasting them all. I just want to make sure I get to the few things that Lonzo and I were going to discuss, and then we'll jump into all of your questions. Let's keep it pushing, Lonzo. This is a story that was sad and dumb at the same time. Tampa rapper Rolly Benz was murdered minutes after telling his ops, "If you want me, I'll be home in 5 minutes." He posted a picture of what looked like an apartment complex, him standing in front of it. And if you knew the city, I'm probably sure you probably know these apartment complexes. But talk to me, Lonzo, when you read this story, what were your first thoughts?
When I first read this story, man, I said, he got to be on some special kind of stupid shit. You know people are looking for you, but you're going to play super bad and invite them to your house to kill you. How stupid can one brother be? He's deadly stupid. And when I see this kind of stuff, man, this is that stunting that these guys have been doing over and over again. And then, you almost, here's the bad part. You almost make a son bitch kill you. Okay? Because if you call him, if somebody call you out in their mindset and you don't show up, you're the punk. Okay? Now, if I let you call, I give you my address, they didn't roll up on me. Now he roll up. He got to be prepared to do something, because anybody in his right mind would think you're going to do something to him. Anybody in his right mind would think that you're going to be looking to kill him. So they came prepared. Within a few minutes later, one of them was dead. Somebody's being wanted for murder, all because somebody decided to flex on some stupid shit. I'm trying to understand, why is everybody got ops? Are we just so bent on self-destruction, so bent on genocide that we just got to go out and look for ops. That don't make no sense to me, man. And here is even the term ops comes from military term. That's a military term, and folks adopting this because I get opposition. They're looking for opposition, and everybody. I ain't shit unless I'm standing on top of your head or pissing on your grave, dude. This is oh man, Marlon just gave me some new shit. They went to SSU, Stupid State University. Thank you, Marlon. I like that. Stupid State.
That's it. We're using SSU. That one. SSU.
SSU, master's degree from SSU. Thank you, Marlon Cozy. I will give you your credit for that right there. I like that. They went to stupid school and graduated. Okay, got a degree and a diploma and a master's degree and teaching it to other students. So, yes, man, SSU, Stupid State University, and that's it, dude. Oh man, I can't even explain it, man. I can't explain that shit. I can't explain it. I can't justify it. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to nobody but the two fools that was involved. Maybe some people around them understand that. But here's the part that's crazy. People will see this, know it's fucked up, know it's stupid, and still roll with them fools, and still roll with them fools later on. Yeah, man, that was dumb what y'all did, but we still cool. Okay? And possibly get caught up themselves. Come on, man.
SSU, Stupid State University. That is the best thing I've heard all year.
Yes, sir.
King Dave says, my ops is the bill collector.
Man.
I feel you on that, Playboy.
Them was my ops too, bro. Them was my ops too. Bill collector. Yes, sir. I get it.
That's it, man. But yeah, man. Let's move on. This is very interesting, Lonzo, and I would love to know your opinion, being that you grew up in music and that you have a big influence on music and in music. But Derek asked, what do you guys think of Biggie and Puffy ripping off the rapper from Mississippi named Notorious B1? Now, have you heard about this?
No. Ripped him off how? With his name?
Okay. I'll break it down for you. Oh, trip out, Lonzo. I'll break it down for you because I went down that rabbit hole myself. So there's a rapper from Mississippi in the early to mid 90s, didn't blow up, but his name was Notorious B1. He has a song, and it can be found on YouTube. After this show, I want everybody to go to YouTube and type in Notorious B1. And he has a song using the Juicy sample that Biggie used for his first beat, his first big hit. And not only that, it sounds just with the cadence and everything, the way it was all a dream. Like the dude is literally, and this song came out a couple years before Biggie made it big. So what a lot of people are saying is that Diddy somehow got a hold of this guy's demo and ended up, hey, back then, hey, sorry, little man, and ended up backdooring him and creating an image for the Notorious B.I.G. But the whole timeline makes sense. And if you listen to the song, Lonzo, I'll text you after the show. It sounds just like the Juicy song. Did you ever hear about that growing up or coming up, about people doing that?
I saw it today someplace. Also, I'm trying the timeline. No, I didn't heard it before. But again, this is a perfect example of why you don't send uncopyrighted written material to people. This is why people won't accept uncopyrighted material. Okay, if you ever tried to send a record label a demo back in the day, they'll send it back to you. Producers, the same thing. Usually, the ones that were kind of shady will listen to it and maybe send it back to you. Make a copy and send it back to you. I've heard this story over and over again. People have sent beats, made mixtapes, and somebody heard that mixtape or heard that thing and made it work for them because you did the work. You did all the heavy lifting. And that's why I tell cats, you out here desperate. You trying to get put on and get put out. Okay? That's real talk. And I was talking to one of my guys who was a rapper back in the day, and they had used the same sample, different cadence, different basic lyrics, but they used the same sample. And as soon as Biggie came out, they had to get an idea up. But that's a very popular sample overall. But I think he probably made the most out of it more than anybody else. A lot of people, especially samples at one point in time, it was like the Wild Wild West. Whoever got it first got the hit. But again, at some point in time, you got cats from different parts of the country with different styles that do different things, but they still have a good idea. And most of them don't know the proper etiquette or proper protocol to submit your stuff, protect it, or just play it for somebody and walk out with it. Used to be a time to tell you, don't leave your demo behind. They will tell you in a minute, don't leave your demo behind. Mm-hmm. Okay, that was a unwritten rule in the industry back. Do not leave a demo behind because people will steal your shit. Okay, lyrics, tracks, whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. You ain't got no money. You have no money. What you gonna do? Biggie B1. He just mad. Okay. I was watching and speaking of what Derek Mallory saying right now about Puffy. I was watching a Damon Dash interview today. He was saying a lot of stuff that Puffy did back in the day with him, Sean John, but the other clothing line. When they had a deal, Puffy backed out and then turned around and did a deal by himself. He did all kinds of stuff. So, sometimes people, man, folks can get real crafty when it comes time to that money, man. People get real crafty when it comes to that money. So beware.
Yeah, man. And yeah. I would love to grab my phone so you could hear it, but I'm going to let you hear it after because it sounds so eerily like the first single that Biggie put out. So it's like, damn, man, it's really, really crazy. But a lot of people are commenting on this one. Anthony Castillo, we've heard this before. We've talked about this before, but Anthony Castillo says Eazy-E took the group's style and gave it to Bone Thugs. Now, just being a hip hop nerd myself, tapped into the underground, I know he's talking about Freestyle Fellowship. We've talked about that kind of before. There's a rumor, there's a urban legend that Eazy-E went to The Good Life, saw this group named Freestyle Fellowship. They kind of had a similar type of flow to Bone Thugs and Harmony, and he took it and stole it. Anybody who kind of digs a little deeper, they know that chop style flow was going on all over the country. I mean, from Chicago to Atlanta to Florida, people were doing it, and in Los Angeles. So I don't personally believe Eazy-E took that style. And if you listen to some of Bone's first music, they were doing that style as well. So I don't know, man, but yeah, it's interesting, Anthony Castillo.
I interviewed.
But back then, did you hear about other people stealing like styles and stuff like that from people?
Back then, man, it wasn't a lot of style stealing.
Go ahead.
When I had Lazy Bone on the show, he mentioned something like that, and Lazy Bone then was from Ohio, okay. And when Eazy heard them, they was doing that already. Okay, they didn't come Eazy, and Eazy wasn't. I don't see Eazy being a Good Life type of guy. To be honest with you, he might have rolled through that, but I don't see Eazy being a Good Life because that Good Life was basically that was Good Life. It wasn't something that I don't think it would be attracted to Ruthless Records, but I could be wrong. Okay, it just just don't seem like someplace that a guy like Eazy would be going through, that he was just bored. And I don't see him taking the style back. Because, again, he got to get a demo tape, take it back to Ohio, or send it to Bone to have them duplicate that. And that ain't how they connected. Bone, I think Eazy-E and N.W.A was in Ohio doing the show, and they chased down Eazy. That was a different, that's the story I was told. So,
yeah,
the Roxanne blow up. There
it is, man. There it is. Yeah, what is the Roxanne blow up? What do you mean by that? Art, go ahead and comment below. Roxanne Shante was one of my first crushes.
I was crazy about the real Roxanne. We had her at a show in Skateland one time. God. But
really?
I don't think she was that fond of brother.
Nice.
Yella was trying to mac to her. She wasn't going for it. She was not.
Yella trying to get at everybody.
When I was we went picking up in the hotel. Only one bed messed up. They've been there 3 days. Anyway, okay. All I remember.
Yeah, Mac Turtle. You mentioned Crucial conflict. Yeah, that was a. Yeah, go ahead. Keep going.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. What did you say?
No, there's a little delay, just so you know, if we're talking over each other, audience. Sorry, there's just a little delay.
Yeah, we never.
Like it's half a second delay. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Okay. Yeah. But Crucial Conflict was another group from Chicago. They were doing that choppy style of flow too. Twist is another one. So to say that a group in LA invented that style, we're giving Freestyle Fellowship a little too much credit, in my opinion. But let's see. Let's move on, Lonzo. Got a lot of good questions, man. Tyree D, any memories of Romeo and Master Rhyme Crackerjack, the song Compton's in the House? This is
Master Rhyme Crackerjack. Master Rhyme was on the Compton compilation.
Yeah.
His song, the song I know by him was Top of the Dome, Top of the Brain. No, I don't remember that one. That was one of my.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look that up. We'll get back to you on that, Tyree D. Eric Rowley, what's up, guys? You're doing a great job. Lonzo, who is the greatest technical DJ out of the old school West Coast? I think Joe Cooley is the baddest technician from back in the day. What say you, Lonzo?
Joe Cooley was a monster. What's the other brother name out of Compton? Damn it, his manager called me the other day. DJ Aladdin was a beast. Okay. Well, but the baddest son of a bitch I ever seen in my life. Okay, he wasn't black. One of the baddest dudes I've ever seen on a set of turntables. Could do more with a turntable than a monkey can with a banana. That's DJ Rectangle. I worked with DJ. Rectangle.
Tell us about DJ Rectangle.
DJ Rectangle was out of Oceanside. I met him through a friend of mine named Trick. DJ Rectangle would come to my house every Sunday for months just to sit down and talk to me about different things he was trying to do mix-wise. And his first two mixes, he sold them to me for like $150, okay? And they sold them. Some bitches sold. They sold for years, literally. And he eventually started doing his own thing, but he's also in, he's a DJ in Vegas right now. I think last time I talked to him, he was working at he was spinning at the Caesar's Palace. Okay.
Nice.
He got an audition one time to go to do a Pepsi commercial. I took him to the audition. I repped him as his manager. And when he got through with that, doing this audition, everybody, cameraman, makeup person, the casting director, sitting there going, because he had his partner, not only was he mixing, he had his partner hold a turntable and move it around and put it over his head, and homeboy was still doing this thing with the records over. Dude, it was awesome, okay? And dude, this is some super shit, okay? He's fast, he's precise, and he does a lot of tricks, all the leg stuff, the behind the back, all that stuff right there. That's easy. But when the turntable is moving and you still got the mix, you can't look at it. You can't see the record. He's still doing his thing. And the only reason why he didn't get the job, lady says, Lonzo, her name is Robbie Reed. She's a big time casting director. If you look at a lot of your black movies, you will see her name at the end. She's married now, so it might be Robbie Reed something else. She says, I would love to cast this guy. We got one problem. I said, what? He's white, okay? And they was trying to appeal to a black crowd with Coca-Cola, okay? And that's the only way he didn't get the gig, okay? But he left everybody in total awe.
Wow.
He got through that damn thing, man. I mean, he did shit I had never seen him do before, okay? Yes. DJ Rectangle is in Vegas. I talked to him a few months ago.
Wow.
He had a couple of health issues. I see he's on Tony A's show. Anybody else podcast, I'd be pissed off. He's supposed to be doing mine a while ago. But yeah, Tony A is in the loop, so it's all good. But yeah, Rectangle was I think he eventually ended up winning the championship championship in New York, and they was having the turntable contest back in the day. I know Aladdin won. I know Rectangle won. I think it was 98 or something like that back in the 90s. Yeah, he was a beast, dude. He was a beast. Battlecast awesome now.
Nice.
We talking about before you got.
Oh, I gotta check that Tony A.
Before controllers. We talking about before controllers and sampling and stuff. We're talking about the straight turntables. He'd be hard to beat. I don't know what he's like right now with a sampler and controllers and all that hot cues or whatever. I have no idea. I haven't seen him in a while, but I would think he would be awesome.
Damn, dude, I love hearing this stuff. Check out that Tony A interview. And Crypto Charles says, NorCal has some fire turntablists. Comment down below, Crypto Charles, who are some names I could look up because I like going down those rabbit holes. Art Chavez has a good question. He says, Lonzo and Dusty, who was the first West Coast artist, rapper, and / rapper to collaborate on a famous song? Only one that comes to my mind is Melly Mel and Shaka Khan, but that's East Coast. Is he asking the first West Coast rapper to collaborate with a big artist?
Oh, man, that's a good question, dude. Because we didn't collaborate with nobody. That wasn't a popular thing for us back in the day.
I'm trying to think myself.
I can't think of nobody offhand.
Yeah, that's a great question, man. You got me over here thinking.
Yeah, I can't think of nobody offhand that ever did that. It wasn't us, Egypt. LA Dream Team. Nah, man, that's a good one, dude. I like to know who the first one was and what year it was. Maybe somebody said maybe Tone Loc.
Mac Turtle says Tone Loc, but I don't know.
Who
I think that was just a sample, though, right? That wasn't really a collaboration.
Who was the artist? Are we talking?
Yeah, who's the artist? Because the only songs I could think of was like the ones that he sampled, like the two big songs that he has. I can't think of off the top of my head, but those were just samples. Bump, bump, wow, thing. Like that wasn't really a collaboration, right? No, that was just a sample.
But Snoop and the Dramatics, that
yeah, I don't know. That's you stumped us.
That's a damn good try. Snoop and the Dramatics. That's definitely
okay. That's a good
guess. First one, but it's damn sure one of the good ones. It's damn sure one of the good ones. It might not be the first one.
Yeah. Good job. Yeah. Shit.
Man. Okay. Yeah. Shit.
I'm gonna have to come back on that one next week, man. That's a good question. Thank you for stumping us. Appreciate you stumping us. I love when I get stumped because then I got to go do my research.
I'm gonna have to give me a Jeopardy sample on my machine over here. That's a Jeopardy question right there. Too Short and Gerald Levert, The Ghetto.
Yep. I have one out. Yep. I'm on.
Too Short. Cameron.
Oh wait.
Michael.
Talking
Eric.
About the Ghetto. Was Gerald Levert on the Too Short on that song? That was Gerald Levert singing The Ghetto? I didn't know that. Interesting. I'm gonna look down. It's one of my favorite songs. Damn.
All right.
Yeah, you got this, man. All right. Lonzo, how someone says, Lonzo, how was N.W.A formed? And that's Hoes with Attitudes, right?
Hoes with Attitudes. One of the girls, if I'm mistaken, worked at Ruthless, and her sister had Hoes with Attitudes. Because one of them girls' sisters, I was real friendly with for a while. And I'm trying to get them on my show. They don't do interviews. They don't do a lot of interviews. But yeah, they were part of the Ruthless camp, dude. I believe one of them worked at Ruthless and formed a group, or because I had formed a female rap group back in the day. You know, a lot of what I did, I'm not gonna say he copied me, but he watched what I did. He watched a lot of shit that I did. And I created a female rap group back then called Fresh Flesh, two sisters out of Compton, and I had them rapping in the Campbell sauce. I was doing some Morris Day shit, and it was cool. It was fun. Chaz M86 says, Lonzo, were you on the DOC back in the day, or was he just Ruthless days? DOC came to my studio a few times and hung out, recorded the whole 9 yards. If you ever see DOC's documentary, I'm in it because again, I'm usually in most of the cats beginning of their documentaries, because most cats came to me to get connected with somebody else. Okay, and people, why you didn't do this? It was too many cats at that time. It's almost as bad as it is right now. You got too many people trying to get put on, and it was only so many places to get put on at. I had one. Rufus had theirs. McCullough was, I could recommend nobody to McCullough unless you had management or some kind of label deal, and it just was. They had Delicious Vinyl. They was only looking for certain shit though. So everybody had different shit. Oh, James Brown and MC Hammer. There you go. That's a good one. James Brown, Mac Turk, James Brown, MC Hammer. That's a good one. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, someone said Tone Loc sampled Eddie Van Halen's guitar parts on Wild Thing. Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, he didn't have no. It
was those guitar riffs.
Right. Run DMC and
who's your favorite female MC? Aerosmith, right?
No, Run DMC. Aerosmith. Yeah. That was Walk This Way. It's got to be. What else? Again, that's East Coast though. That's East Coast.
Sorry, that delayed.
He said that's East Coast. That's right. We talking about West Coast. Nah. Okay, my bad. My bad. My favorite female MC.
Yeah, you got us.
Probably MC Light, man. I like Rage too. I like Rage a lot.
Oh, okay.
She just never had a breakout hit yet. I like. I would mix Afro Puffs and Roughneck. So that was something I like doing.
Oh, that's a good mix. I can picture that.
Yeah. Roughnecks and Afro Puff, they go real good together. Who else we got there?
Nice. Okay, so what is it about those two artists what is it about those two female artists that you like?
They sound feminine, but their voice is not squeaky. I've never cared for squeaky voice female rappers. It just, I don't know, it takes away from the feel. Maybe that's my personal choice. I don't really care for a lot of soprano male singers. I mean, some guys have strong sopranos. You can tell us a man, and some guys you sound like a girl singing a man's part. Okay, and if you singing strong soprano like Eddie Kendricks, Smokey, even my boy that just passed from the Delphonics, you could tell that's a man singing a falsetto as opposed to some cat that's so sweet. It's like, damn, you give my ears diabetes, fool. You see, this shit sounds so sweet. So yeah.
Let me ask you, speaking of females, have you ever seen an experience in the music biz where you're like, damn, the casting couch is real? Like the gatekeeper thing is real. You know what I mean? With the female trying to make it in the industry.
Usually it would be a volunteer situation. Usually they would volunteer to try and get put on. You ain't got to ask nobody. You ain't got to, in my situation, okay, I was always offered things that I had to either turn down or take up on a later date because I was the boss. I was the label owner. So favors are always being offered, suggested, or whatever the case may be. I usually had a girl, depending on who it was, and like I said, I learned a long time ago, like money, all P ain't good P. So I kept my ass to myself a lot of times. I turned down a lot of shit, but the offer was always there, put it that way.
Yeah. Chaz says N.W.A needs some checks from Lil Kim, Foxy, Cardi B, and Megan Thee Stallion. They laid the pavement for them. Yeah, I remember they had a poster, or their album was pretty provocative. Was it 3 of them? And like they had their asses in booty shorts or something like that, right?
Booty shorts. They never had a hit record though. They tried, and it didn't go over. I mean, it's one thing. It's hard enough pushing niggas with attitudes. It's another thing to push hoes with attitudes. Okay, it's a whole nother.
Yeah. Thank you, Rashard. Thank you, Rashard. Much love, baby.
It's a whole nother thing to push holes because you're trying to fight on two frontiers right now. Okay, at the same time, niggas and hoes. Okay, we just got past the niggas. Now you gonna give us hoes? Nah, man, you can't give us hoes right now. We need some more time. And that was all. That's what I felt was the one of the problems with that was you tried to shoot them too much too fast and people ain't going for it.
Keep those questions coming in. Isaiah says, Lonzo, who's a better falsetto, Eddie Kendricks or Philip Bailey?
Philip Bailey's a monster. Eddie Kendricks is super dope. But my favorite is Ron Banks. Just so you know. That's my favorite from the Banks. Okay. You know, I don't know. It's just he's always my favorite.
So
no, I thought the chat, the super chat.
So we got Rashard Cobb. Good looking out, Marlon Cozy as well.
I ain't seen nothing in the super chat so long. I thought I was disconnected.
Yeah, good looking out, everybody. Yeah, keep those super chats coming. It definitely helps out. But Rashard actually says, Dusty, still never knew Yellow put out an album out. That mix was nice. So every Saturday, Lonzo, on my show, I premiere a musical artist or an album that didn't really get a lot of promotion. And did you know that Yellow released an album in '96, I believe, right after Eazy-E passed, or a couple years out, and it was dedicated to Eazy-E? Someone asked that in the comments. Did you know that Yellow even put that album out?
Menage a Trois, or just Yellow himself?
No, it was Yellow. It was just Yellow, and it was called One Mo. I think it was called One Mo Nigga or something like that.
Was he sitting by Eazy's grave?
Yes, exactly.
I was aware of that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go, Rashard. That was a dope album. I don't know if you've ever listened to it, Lonzo, but I premiered it on my channel. That was a really good album, dude.
Who was rapping?
Yeah.
Was Yellow rapping?
Well, you know what? Yellow. But aside from the rapping, the production was amazing. Yellow's flow was aight, but the production was top notch. But yeah, the flow, I was like, keep it producing, Yellow. Keep it producing, player. Love you though. I love you.
You know, I was going to my I'm about to do a USB drive with all the crew cut product ever produced. Okay, I'm gonna do two of them. One with all my albums, Flamin', the Wrecking Crew album, the CBS album, the World Class album, Flamin', First Round Knockout. I got a whole bunch of stuff that I've done over the years, and I was listening to an album that I never released. I recorded it, and we never released it. And Dre not on this, and this ain't no N.W.A. stuff. This is some Lonzo and some more folks on there. In fact, Afro Man's on one of the tracks. Man, that shit was banging like a motherfucker last night. I'm like, damn, I forgot I did this shit. Okay, so when you get this, when I finish this project, probably be finished hopefully by sometime next month. You get the CD, get the USB drive. I'm gonna have two of them. I'm gonna have one with all the crew cut productions, and then I'm gonna have another one with all my outside productions that I have a bunch of labels. People don't, I was behind most of the labels that I've done. I've done Cut Up, Mixed Party, Mixed Tricks, all the mixed CDs. Flamin' to be on there. What else? Concrete Roots, some other shit. I got a bunch of shit I'm gonna put on there. Anyway, yeah. So you'll find some stuff that. Oh, hey, I didn't know Lonzo did that. Yeah, we did that. So yeah.
Oh, that's so dope, dude. I'm a nerd. That shit just got me excited. You know what I want to do too in the future, Lonzo? Maybe once a month or something, or every so often. I want to just take one of your albums and just dissect the whole album on a show and just go from song to song, and you maybe share a story of how you recorded, what was going on in the studio at that time, who popped in. I think that would be a really, really interesting show. Okay, we got to set that up.
We can do that. That can be fun. I like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. I'll make a note. I'll definitely make a note. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely make a note. But I'm curious about this before we wrap it up. About this particular album you were talking about. Why did you not release that album?
I was working with an independent label at the time, and no, I didn't have a deal. I just wanted to do wanted to do an album, and I've always had the studio. I had a production crew here, and I don't know, man. I forgot the actual reason. Our main single, the main single was dope as shit, and we couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford the clearance at the time. It was a we used a dramatic type song. We borrowed some dramatic licks, and then we did the hook came from "Let It Cry" by New Birth, and I think that was Ron Temperton, and his people wouldn't give us a clearance at the time. So I'll admit he's passed now. He might can get it now. But anyway, I just was listening to the song last night. One of my favorite songs, and I'm trying to figure out who were the artists on the song, because one of the songs I did the rapping. It was a turn off the lights type song, slow song. But we had a brother that sung the hook. I can't think of who the hell. I'm going to have to call one of my other buddies who I think it was. I don't remember who it was that actually sung the hook on this song. But I got to find out just for my own edification, as they say.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, Chaz agrees with me. Says, yeah, we got to break down some of your work, Godfather. We're going to do that. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to pick an album, and we are going to get a track list, and we're going to go track for track. Definitely looking forward to that. What do you got coming up on this Thursday, Lonzo?
Me and Dre is doing it again, folks. Legendary Connects. Don't have a guest far as I know. I got a couple of people that said they'll start coming on this show and that show. I kind of backed away from guests for a while because people get so flaky, man. Oh my God. It's just really hard to tell people to show up, and they show up on time, whatever the case may be. One thing I like about you always gonna be here. If you ain't here, you're gonna let me know plenty of time so I can make some arrangements. And I hate looking flaky.
Clockwork, baby. Yep.
You know, I hate looking flaky. My word is my bond. If I tell you so and so is coming, damn it, they coming. And a lot of times, cats, you know, some of them are good, some of them are great, but it just happens so much, so frequently. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna give this a break for a minute. And but I did talk to Reggie Wright Jr. He said he'll come on. And I also spoke to my man Bishop Lamont. Now y'all got to be bad to know who Bishop Lamont is. Bishop Lamont's brother out of Carson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's one of my partners.
Of course.
He said he'll definitely come on. Just give him some time. Give him a date and time. So these are the kind of folks that I'm working with. People that's dependable, that don't mind doing this stuff, and gonna be at someplace quiet, you know, in a quiet place, whatever the case may be. So it's all good. But also, folks, don't forget if you're in the LA.
Yeah, sounds good, man. Looking forward.
If you're in the LA area, my prostate cancer walk is jumping off September 17th at the Cal State Dominguez. Now, if you're over 40 years old, you need to bring your ass down there, literally. Okay, and don't worry about the 2-finger things. That's not even the issue anymore. They can do that through a quick blood test or whatever. But too many brothers are dying unnecessarily in the streets and from prostate cancer. So I can't stop the stupidity in the streets, but I can play a part in keeping brothers from dying from prostate cancer. And the way to deal with prostate cancer is early detection. And unfortunately, the age has dropped down like 40, 45. So if you in that age bracket, you might want to go get checked just to make this peace of mind, man. And here's something that's crazy. It's really a true story. When I started talking about prostate cancer, I put it on my Facebook page, and a brother, he saw my Facebook page. He went and got checked for prostate cancer, but he didn't have prostate cancer. He had colon cancer and didn't know it. So, brothers, we have a tendency not to get checked, not to go to the doctor like we're supposed to. These 2 fingers will clear a room out of all the cats doing this shit right here. You guys do all these gangbanging signs, but these 2 fingers clear the room out like the police at the park. Okay, so those 2 fingers are not a major factor anymore. You get your Gleason score, your PSA check, and you can go have peace of mind that you don't have prostate cancer. I can't guarantee nothing else, but you won't have prostate cancer. And like I said before, prostate cancer is sneaky. It don't have no real symptoms, none. You don't know you got prostate cancer till it's too late. And that's the crazy part about it. You don't know till it's too late. You don't have a symptom. You start pissing blood or can't pee or peeing too much. By that time, something's already gone wrong. Now you got you and what they call it, You in fix-it mode now as opposed to precautionary mode. So that being said, folks, that's it for me today. I had to do my big homie speech to all my folks out there right out here watching the show. I thank everybody for tuning in. Dusty, much love to you as always. Everybody drops them in the super chat. You got a super thank you from the Godfather. Much love to you, Dusty. You got something to say before we go, Doc?
Nah, man, much love. Follow Dusty Vision TV on YouTube. Peace to the chat room. It's always a pleasure, Lonzo.
Also, folks, if you haven't done it yet, please download the app, the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce. I am the president. I need y'all on the app to keep what's going on. These shows will be on the app as well, so you can watch this show from your phone now. You ain't got to go to the computer. You can watch it straight from your phone. In the meantime, folks, this is Lonzo, the Godfather, West Coast Hip Hop. For Dusty Vision and everybody else, we're out of here. Peace.